Of the female reproductive tract. The ligaments of the female reproductive tract are a series of the structures that support the internal female genitalia and the pelvis. The ligaments of the female reproductive tract can be divided into three categories. Broad ligament, a sheet of peritoneum associated with both the uterus and the ovary. Uterine ligament, ligament primarily associated with the uterus. Ovarian ligament, ligament primarily associated with the ovary. Collectively, these ligaments are tough and non-extensible. They act to support the female viscera and provide a conduit for the neurovascular structure. In this article, we shall look at the attachment and the anatomical relations of the ligaments of the female reproductive tract. Broad ligament. The broad ligament is a flat sheet of the peritoneum associated with the uterus, fallopian tubes and the ovaries. It extends from the lateral pelvic walls on both sides and folds over the internal female genitalia, covering their surface anteriorly and posteriorly. Subdivisions. Anatomically, the broad ligament can be divided into three regions. Mesometrium surrounds the uterus and it is the largest subsection of the broad ligament. It runs laterally to cover the external iliac vessel, forming a distinct fold over them. The mesometrium also encloses the proximal part of the round ligament of the uterus. Mesovarium, part of the broad ligament associated with the ovaries. It projects from the posterior surface of the broad ligament and attaches to the hilum of the ovary, enclosing its neurovascular supply. It does not, however, cover the surface of the ovary itself. Mesosalpinx. This originates superiorly to the mesovarium, enclosing the fallopian tube. This is the three parts of the broad ligament: mesometrium, mesosalpinx and mesovarium. Anatomical relationship. The broad ligament is related to many structures within the female pelvis. It is attached to the uterus, fallopian tubes and the ovary. These organs are supplied by the ovarian and the uterine artery, which are also contained with the broad ligament. The three other ligaments of the female reproductive tract are located within the broad ligament: ovarian ligament, round ligament of the uterus and the suspensory ligament of the ovary, also known as infundibulum pelvic ligament. Ligaments associated with the ovary. There are two main ligaments that attach to the ovary: the ovarian ligament and the suspensory ligament of the ovary. Ovarian ligament, this is attached to the ovary inferiorly. It connects the ovary to the side of the uterus. Structurally, it is a fibrous band of a tissue that lies within the broad ligament. It joins the uterus just below the origin of the fallopian tubes. Suspensory ligament of the ovary extends outward from the ovary to the lateral abdominal wall. It consists of a fold of the peritoneum. Some sources consider it can be the part of the broad ligament. The function of the ligament is to contain the ovarian vessels and the nerves: the ovarian artery, ovarian vein, ovarian nerve, plexus and the lymphatic vessels. Major ligaments of the ovary like a broad ligament, suspensory ligament and the ovarian ligament. Ligaments associated with the uterus. There are number of ligamentous structures that attach to the uterus. They can be divided by where they attach to the uterus. Superior aspect, supported by the broad ligament and the round ligament. Middle aspect, supported by the cardinal, pubocervical and the uterocervical sacral ligament. The inferior aspect of the uterus is supported by the structure in the pelvic floor, the levator ani, perineal membrane and the perineal body. Round ligament. This is the remnant of the embryonic tuberculum. It originates at the uterine horns, the point at which the fallopian tubes enter the uterus and attach to the labia majora, passing through the inguinal canal. The round ligament can be a source of the pain during the pregnancy due to the increased force placed on the ligament by the expanding uterus. Cardinal ligament. They are also known as the lateral transverse cervical or McEnroe ligament. They are situated along the inferior border of the broad ligament and house the uterine artery and the uterine veins. This ligament arise from side of the cervix and the lateral fornix of the vagina. They provide an extensive attachment on the lateral pelvic wall at the level of the ischial spines. Some fibers of the cardinal ligament interdigitate with the fibers from the uterosacral ligament. When the hysterectomy is being performed due to the malignancy, the cardinal ligaments are often removed as they are the common reservoir of the cancerous cells. Pubocervical ligaments. They are the bilateral structure which attach the cervix to the posterior surface of the pubic symphysis. They function to support the uterus within the pelvic cavity. Uterosacral ligaments. They are also the bilateral fibrous bands which attach the cervix to the sacrum. They are also known as the retrouterine ligament or the sacrocervical ligament. This supports the uterus and holds it in the place. Here we can look for the overview of the uterus and the fallopian tubes and associated ligaments. The major ligaments of the cervix is pubicocervical ligament, transverse of the cardinal ligament, and the uterosacral ligament. Thank you.